Hi everyone, so today we are here in front of Her Royal Highness, which is Dr. Theophana, Princess of Saxony. It is an immense honor to be in front of you today. Thank you so much for joining us. Starting off, I just want to ask you how you are finding it here at the Royal Ottoman Society.
Oh, I find it Ottoman, Turkish. Look at these surroundings. They've made all of this themselves.
Recently, we've been seeing a lot of wars, between nations, and I want you to just give your opinion on what are you hoping the role Germany plays in preventing a global war from escalating further?
Good question. If I knew the answer of how do we prevent war, no matter if Germany does this or somebody else does it, I would tell you, or I'll even do it myself. Unfortunately, the people who are doing war right now cannot be stopped by talking to them.
Yes.
A very difficult question. Shall we use weapons to prevent war? There are people saying, don't deliver weapons to Ukraine because delivering weapons is keeping the war going. But if we do not deliver weapons, what happens then? Then the aggressor rolls over Ukraine and demolishes it. He's demolishing it every day. In fact, it's very difficult to say what would stop a government like the Russian, for instance, to continue on this war. Mm-hmm. To my personal opinion, Crimea, the peninsula of Crimea, you say Crimea.
Crimea, yes.
Crimea, to me, was brought from Catherine the Great in the 18th century. It was brought to Russia.
Yes.
Because she badly wanted, this is the imperial Russian dream, to have a harbor to the warm water and through the Black Sea to be able to come to the Mediterranean Sea and to the oceans of the world. Russia can only have this by Crimea. In the north, in St. Petersburg, that water is freezing for a few months in a year, so they cannot use it all year long. Mm-hmm. And they do need that southern harbor. They did want it then. She conquered it for Russia, and it's been with Russia for a long time. It's a part of their imperial goals. And it was a mistake of Mr. Khrushchev, for no reason, to suddenly give it back to Ukraine. Why did he give it to Ukraine? Mm-hmm. It was never Ukrainian.
Yeah.
It was Russian. And I do understand if Russians want back Crimea. That's part of their history, and that was with them the longest time, and it was given to Ukraine for a short time, the last years, and that they could give up and leave it with Russia.
Yeah.
But that's about what I think they should give up. And I do not know why Russia's wanting more from them than Crimea. This you can only find out if you interview Mr. Putin. And I doubt if he will tell you the truth. I think it's not good nowadays in the 21st century to have this desire to conquer territories of other people. We should not do this in the 21st century. This is a medieval tactics to conquer. Yeah. Conquering and ruling over other nations which do not want you to rule over them. That's medieval.
Yeah.
Why do we do it in the 21st century? So if I knew how I can explain this to these people, I would do. But I think as long as there is the energy and the wish to take other people's land, it's going to be difficult. I doubt what Mr. Trump says.
Okay.
Vladimir Putin is my friend. I will talk to him and he will stop the war. I would like to see that. how you talk to a person. He's bringing soldiers from Asia to fight in Ukraine, and you think you will tell him, hey, listen, stop that war, and he will do it immediately. I think this is unrealistic.
Yeah.
But let's see, we'll see it very soon.
Yeah.
From January, we will see, is the war in Ukraine going to stop because Mr. Trump tells Mr. Putin, hey, look, stop.
Yeah.
Let's see that. Let's see that. I'm very curious to see that.
I can sit over here and listen to your take on history, like that you've given as well. And I've actually enjoyed this, so I really appreciate it. And with that, I really appreciate you coming over here and giving sharing some of your wisdom and sharing some of your perspectives as well.